Giancarlo Esposito, Gus Fring himself. He mentioned that offhand in an interview that they potentially have plans already. Season 2's not even out yet, but they have plans of Mandalorian going up to season 4. So he just kind of said it offhand, and so we don't really have any sort of like actual confirmation of it. But I mean,
planning ahead.
they're planning ahead, which is something they didn't do for the sequel trilogy. So the fact that they have, I don't know, the fact that they're mapping this out a lot better and actually planning, they're telling a story and they actually know where it's going, lends me hope.
Yeah.
Because like Mandalorian season 1 was great. It had a couple bumps in the road, like that Tatooine episode in particular wasn't good. You could, what's the worst thing about that episode is too is you could just delete it. You don't miss anything.
Yeah.
You miss nothing from like the actual overarching story. You don't get any character development out of any. It's just such a useless episode. Not to mention how poorly it was done.
Yeah.
No offense to everybody involved because everything else was great, but like that episode was so bad. Like it was just
Didn't
so
care
bad.
for it.
Like I don't know. Moving on, but I'm excited for them. Like I said, just so them. It seems like they have a plan, so I'm excited for that. And it's obviously, he's gonna say he's excited for it too because he's an actor in the movie, and like they're not gonna like trash talk the show. But I don't know. What do you guys got? Anything?
I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to wait that much longer anymore just to get season 2. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's soon.
The only thing I'll say is like, I don't know who's running things over. I don't know who's running things at these companies, but my God, why have they not just given like, okay, it's been renewed for another 4 or 5 seasons? Why? I mean, why are they dragging us along and like slowly like giving us these one season rules at a time? Same with The Boys. I know The Boys got picked up for season 3 right ahead of its season 2 release, but my God, you're doing a spinoff show. You're telling me you're not going to renew that show for another 2 to 3 years at least, at minimum. Why do they? I'm curious why they do these. Maybe it's to keep the creative fire lit under the guys' butts or whatever. I don't know, but
I don't know because you would think the people involved, like with actually making the show, they know before anybody because they have to know they have to get these people's time scheduled, like especially the actors, like 100% the actors.
Narrative wise, wouldn't it be easier to know, okay, I've got at least 3 more seasons. This is how I want these things to break. This is where we want to build towards, and this is the roadmap to get us there.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why hopefully that seems like what they're doing. Like if they're already if Giancarlo here, him like just being not even one of the main characters really, like because he was only in the last episode of season 1, and then he was barely shown in the trailer for season 2. So I'm sure he's just gonna kind of be a looming threat, not have a ton to do, which is probably how it should be utilized. Because I mean, that is how like Vader was utilized, just very sparingly, and then like, look how great that turned out, minus the prequel. And so yeah, I don't know if he knows about it. If he knows that they're already coming, like have that planned out, then I don't know. That's just reassuring that they're actually planning it out. Like they're not just throwing it along and just doing the thing, that like doing the sequel trilogy thing. Is I just want them to have a coherent story to tell. Like, because that's going to be the downfall, and pretty much the downfall of anything is just having a bad story, obviously. But like we've seen it firsthand in Star Wars. Like you got to know where it's going. Like when you just have random, not that they're not talented people and everything, but like when you don't have a creative vision for where a beginning, middle, and end of your story, you get incoherent stories like we got in the sequel trilogy, like where things just kind of happen. So I don't want that to happen with Mandalorian because overall the show's great. So anyways, you let us know what you guys think down in the comment section below about the Mandalorian stuff.